What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's time. It is finally time to talk about Kaspa again. If you've been in crypto in the last month or so, you would have probably realized that there was a lot of FUD surrounding Kaspa. People were complaining that it was going nowhere, especially when other big altcoins like Sui surged in price, doing almost a 2-3x in a span of a 30-day period. Kaspa was not really doing much, and Kaspa was in fact falling back into the abyss, to this support zone of 10 cents that people thought it was so freaking outrageous. But at the end of the day, people are starting to change their mind, because the attention span of people is really what dictates how successful a project is in their eyes, and they will FOMO when the green candles are there, and they will fear and they will panic sell when the red candles are there. So we never broke down the big support line that was around the 10-cent mark. That support line was never broken, and in fact I had said several times that this was the strongest support line of Kaspa, and every single time that we've gone through a correction of 40% and stuff from the top, we've always seen parabolic new breakouts to new all-time highs. Now, right now, obviously, the price of Kaspa is dipping a little bit, because today Bitcoin and the entire altcoin market is experiencing a little bit of a pullback after a parabolic week. You can see that if you bought the very low of Kaspa, when you probably should have done so, if a lot of people were asking me about an entry, a lot of people were asking my VIP group if they should have gotten Kaspa, I was heavily suggesting that that was a very good accumulation zone for Kaspa. You will be at 30% up in the last week, despite the fact that Kaspa is down 12% from yesterday. So in my opinion, the rally of Kaspa is obviously yet to come, but there's so many things that are in the books right now that are probably gonna make you realize the potential of Kaspa, and why I still believe that this could be the big bull run and big breakout of Kaspa. There's also a lot of big accomplishments that are gonna come, such as the 10 blocks per second, which is gonna come sooner than later. And again, it's a big accomplishment over the 1 block per second that we currently have on the mainnet of Kaspa. Obviously, we have new exchange listings that are gonna come. A lot of people have complained a lot about the manipulation in price by Maxi. And I mean, no shit, Sherlock, these exchanges, they probably didn't even pay for Kaspa to be listed on there in the first place. So obviously they're gonna manipulate the price. Obviously they're gonna skew the price up and down so that they can buy lower and sell higher and actually generate money. Because if something like Kaspa that is fully decentralized, proof of work, blah blah, doesn't really want to pay for exchange listings, obviously exchanges are gonna capitalize on trading volume and on swing trades by their own personal wallets. So there's very little to say. Maxi is still the #1 holder of Kaspa at the end of the day. So what do you freaking expect? There is nothing unusual. It's something that exchanges have done from day one in crypto, and they're gonna keep doing that. There is nothing weird about it. But obviously the thing that makes me the most excited about the future of Kaspa is the big exchange listings, because the exchange listing of Kraken could come sooner than later. It's at the end of the day in the roadmap, and a lot of people are even speculating about Binance and Coinbase coming in sooner than later. To me right now, it really doesn't scream like, oh, an exchange listing is going to come by tomorrow, but it really signifies the reversal in the people's sentiment about, you know, the FUD is now behind us. And now with Bitcoin going to new all-time highs almost every single day, the 100K milestone is actually approaching. As soon as the Bitcoin dominance is going to calm down a little bit and more attention is going to focus towards altcoins, so Bitcoin dominance comes down, altcoin dominance rises, and the big altcoins, starting from the bigger caps like Ethereum and Solana, pump and outperform Bitcoin, and then the smaller ones, starting from the mid ones and onto the very small ones, like could be something like a Lithium or Tectum, they're all gonna pump in a sequence, and they're gonna go astronomically to like 30-40% green candles on a daily basis. If you haven't been through a bull run before, if you haven't experienced the 2021 bull run, at least you're not going to be able to understand what it feels like until you experience it yourself. But I can tell you, this is going to come, and if Kaspa got put on the roadmap of Kraken, it's pretty much guaranteed that it's going to be listed there. Now, I can't tell you if it's going to come next week, I can't tell you if it's going to come next month, early Q1 even, but I know that ultimately it's going to come, and what is really going to drive the interest of retail investors and even big institutions alike is really going to be the tier 1 exchanges like Kraken, Coinbase, and Binance. Kraken is usually the gateway to those top two because it's the first one to list projects usually, generally speaking. Obviously, it's not one size fits all, but then it's gonna come Binance probably, and then Coinbase as well, and the price is gonna be absolutely parabolic. My price predictions for Kaspa, I have several videos about it. Nothing really has changed. In my opinion, it's still very realistic that we're gonna go towards the $1.50, perhaps even $2, whereas $3 to $4 is perhaps a little bit of a moon boy's case. But at the end of the day, if you understand the tech of Kaspa, if you understand and you really vouch for the decentralized model of Kaspa, the lack of VCs, or the fair launch, and really making proof of work great again, solving the trilemma of decentralization, scalability, and security, Kaspa is still going to be the project for you. And also, I think that a lot of people started understanding even more the potential of Kaspa after the advent of the KRC20 network, because obviously people were like, oh, but it's proof of work, there's not going to be a lot of things that are going to be built on it. But then at the end of the day, I say it again, they were proven wrong, because meme coins have been surging on the KRC20 network as well. And in my opinion, it's going to be an ecosystem that is going to be very fast growing, not just with meme coins, but also with DeFi, stable coins, and perhaps a lot of new projects that are going to be built on the ecosystem. We're going to see how the network really stands this promise of the 10 blocks per second, but it should be coming sooner or later, perhaps even 30 or 100 blocks per second they're insinuating in the upcoming years. I'm here to see, but obviously I'm thinking short term. I'm thinking about the exchange listings and how the attention span of people is going to come into Kaspa, and how a lot of people are going to be ultimately, once again, proven wrong with the power of Kaspa. A lot of people have mentioned already in other videos, and I'm going to repeat the same, to be completely honest. If you want to prevent exchanges from manipulating the price as soon as possible, as much as possible, then obviously put your Kaspa to cold storage. It's a decentralized crypto. At the end of the day, it doesn't have much business being on a centralized exchange anyway. With my link in the description, you get automatically applied the 10% discount for Tangent cards. This is where I'm storing the entirety of my Kaspa holdings, and if I want to trade them, I do trade on CoinW. This is a non-KYC, no VPN required exchange. You can use this even in the US, Canada, UK, pretty much anywhere in the world. You buy it, you trade it on CoinW, and then you put it back on Tangent for cold storage. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, let me know what you think about Kaspa and how do you see the future of the Kaspa ecosystem down in the comments. And if you want to see all my buy alerts, all my trading signals, a variety of other benefits, everything is listed on my website as always, cipro.com. First link down in the description, QR code that you see above my head. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.